Hello and welcome to From Next Door, an RPG Maker horror game developed by Space Zeta, available on itch.io, and apparently it's about someone who just moved into a new house, but there's something deeper going on in here, and I guess we'll find out what that means. A bit of a content warning though, this is a horror game, so it may contain some disturbing elements. Viewer discretion is advised. New game. Best played with headphones. I also want to mention this game is supposedly inspired by Silent Hill and also apparently Junji Ito, if you're familiar. But anyway, Matsuda-san, hope you enjoy your new home. If anything comes up, call me. And don't forget, here are the controls to control your life. Okay. Alrighty. Well, home sweet home. That's Nami. I'm not looking forward to all the unpacking though. Interesting sprite. I'll be honest, it looks like she's wearing panties. I don't know. It's just I don't know. Anyway, I think she's wearing like a short or whatever, or not a short, but rather shorts. Shorts? She's wearing shorts. Anyway, same game. Items, house keys. Wow. Resume. I don't know. It's just her legs are very like it's a very lanky sprite. Very, very tall. Comparatively. I'm just so used to like typical RPG Maker sprites where everything is like a deformed chibi, basically. Alright, so I guess we're just exploring the house for now. Could have went outside. It's a more Amoto-san's instructions. Go upstairs, go over here. I mean, I don't know, it's just a typical house. We just moved it. Amazing if we can afford a house. A working sink. You're pretty sure this stove will go pretty much unused. You don't really cook at all. It's the fridge. You should probably get groceries. Because you don't cook a lot, you don't have any use for most cooking utensils. Pretty sure you don't even own a proper cutting knife. It's your purse. Okay. I look at my purse, I guess. My wallet. Credit cards, money, nothing much. It's your work ID. Nami Matsuda. Software design. Wow. And no wonder she can afford this house. Probably has a good job, in that case. You're currently on break from work. That's why you decided to use this time to move into your new place. Business card. Furukawa Housing, Kenji Omura. Furukawa Housing owns this house that you're renting, and you owe it to Omura-san for getting you such a nice deal. I guess we're renting, though. It's better to own a house rather than rent, I guess you have to get a mortgage or whatever. Cell phone. Your phone's not here. That's right. Aizawa had it confiscated because she thought it would keep you from getting in touch with anything work and stress related. Her words. Okay. It's not like you don't have an actual phone though, or even email. Lighter. It's your lighter. Even though you stopped smoking, you still keep this with you. Your mom would be disappointed in you if you started smoking again, though. Bad for your lungs. Take the lighter. Well, you never know when you need to start a fire. You can see the house next door from here. Doesn't seem to have any windows on the first floor. You try opening the windows, but they seem to be stuck. It's the phone. Call someone. Sure, let's call Mom. Hello? Mom, hey, it's me. Oh, hi, honey. I'm so glad you called. Did you finish moving to your new house? Mostly, yeah. There's a lot of unpacking that needs to be done, though. I'd come over to help if I could, but why'd you have to move so far away? It's fine, Mom. I'll get around to it eventually. I just have to get a couple of things done first. Things? Work things? Yeah. Nami, you're supposed to be on break from work, remember? I know, but these are just a couple of favors for some guys at the company. It's important, but they won't take long, don't worry. I worry about you, Nami. Just don't overwork yourself, okay? Really, Mom, don't worry. Alright. Well, how's the house, then? You said it was surprisingly cheap. Is something wrong with it? Not that I've seen so far, but I'm keeping an eye out. Still can't believe I got such a nice house for such a cheap rent. Wait, isn't one of those shady neighborhoods, is it? It's not, don't worry. Good, good. You and Dad can come stay with me when you're in town. There's plenty of room. Alright then, I'm already making travel plans. Okay, well, I should get back to unpacking now, Mom. Talk to you later. Take care, Nami. Oh, your father's here. Yeah, Nami knows how to save energy. Oh, fine. Your dad says he loves you, and do not forget to turn the lights off when you leave a room. Always. I'll call you guys some other time. Okay, I'll call the parents. Couple of faces. You don't feel like watching TV now. Alright. I guess this is the kitchen / living area. Sort of. Can't call Mura-san? Furukawa Housing, Amuro speaking. Amuro-san, this is Nami Matsuda. Oh, hello, Matsuda-san. How have you been enjoying your new home so far? So far, so good. Glad to hear it. Thank you for finding me such a nice deal, Mura-san. You're a lifesaver. No problem. If anything comes up, give me a call. Okay, thank you. Alright. Everything seems normal so far. This door is locked. You have keys. Unlock it? Maybe you'll save that for later. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Let's look around some more. A handful of books left here by the previous tenant. Mathematics Volume 1 to 5. Fishing Manual. You still need to unpack these. Okay. Closet is empty. Painting the previous owner left behind is slightly tilted to the side. Okay, this is a bedroom, I'm assuming. You've already unpacked some of your clothes, at least. Just your old camera. You haven't taken any new photos in a while. It's your new bed. It's your computer. Read the email? Yeah. Aizawa. From Aizawa. Hey Matsuda, I heard you were moving. Why now of all times? You know this is supposed to be your stress-free break, right? Can't you go a day without doing something? Honestly, I don't know what to do with you. Don't ever do it, okay? Come back to work with a cool head. Sanjo. From Sanjo. So Matsuda, you're on break, right? You're lucky. Hey, since you have all this free time, can I ask you a favor? Can you look over this code for me? It's really important. I sent you as an attachment. Thanks a lot. Okay. We shouldn't listen to Sanjo unless there are like, you know, direct supervisor. Maybe. But like still, we shouldn't be working. You know? We're not on the clock. So why are we even bothering? Anyway. Light switch. Okay. Door's locked. Bathroom. You see your reflection in the mirror. Check the cabinet under the sink? Sure. Bathroom supplies. Toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, deodorant spray. Your dad used to set bugs on fire with deodorant spray and a lighter when you were a child. So much that your mom stopped buying these at home. What? Isn't that like a flamethrower? You just made a flamethrower. Are you allowed to do that? I feel like that's just dangerous. I don't know, you like imagine like a fly buzzing around and you just freaking just take a giant flamethrower just to burn it, you know? I think it would cause a lot of collateral damage. But anyway. Yeah, sure, let's unlock the door. It doesn't work. Is it the wrong key? You check the key, it's tagged as tatami room. Oh, that's weird. This was supposed to be the right key. You test the other keys just to be sure. None of them work though. Did Amuro-san give me the wrong key? Maybe I should call him and ask. Okay, can't open that door for some reason. How strange. Let's open this door instead in that case. Unlock the door. It is more boxes. A bunch of things the previous tenants left behind. Closet full of things previous tenant left behind. Bunch of things. Is it free stuff? Can we just take some stuff? Probably not. And that'd be considered stealing. Anyway. You can also go outside for a little bit. I wonder why we can do that. I'm not sure. Can I say hi to the neighbor? You shouldn't bother whoever lives here. I guess not. It's the house next to yours. Nothing seems particularly out of the ordinary about it. It's the same design as the other houses on the street, fitting perfectly in. However, you can't just seem to shake the feeling that it looks out of place somehow. It takes a while for you to realize it's probably because the house doesn't have any windows. That's odd. I wonder who lives here. A vampire? Maybe, I don't know. They just don't like the sunlight. I guess. Well, in that case, they would put curtains, you know? I don't know why the house itself was just simply made without windows. This how strange. Fresh flowers grow in front of your house. Has someone been taking care of them? Oh. Oh, hello there. General Kenobi. No, hi? You don't happen to be the new tenant of this house, do you? Or are you? You don't... Anyway, I feel like I read that weird. You don't happen to be the new tenant. I am. Oh, wonderful. My name is Hanai Honda. I live next door to you. Oh, hi. I'm Nami Matsuda. It's wonderful to meet you, Matsuda-san. That house has been empty for quite a while now. There's about time someone moved in. Do you live by yourself? Yes, it's just me. Isn't it such a big house for just one person? I live here with my husband. Our son lived with us, but he moved out some time ago. Well, I wasn't exactly looking for a new house this big, but... I wasn't exactly looking for a house this big, but they made a nice offer. Oh yes, I heard that the price was going down after no one showed interest in it. Do you know why? I was wondering that myself. Nothing in particular. Okay. Ask her about, the neighborhood. Honda-san, how long have you been here? How long? For quite some time, actually. Well, is this neighborhood nice? Nice? Oh yes, quite. It's very peaceful around here. That's good. Hey, Honda-san, do you happen to know who lives in that house? The other one next to mine. That house? I don't think anyone has lived there in a very long time. Oh, I just found it strange. It doesn't seem to have any windows. Quite odd, isn't it? It's been that way ever since we moved here, and no one seems to know who owns it either. I see. Well, Honda-san, I have to go. There's still a lot of unpacking that needs to be done. It's alright. Anything you need, dear. We'll just be right next door. Thank you. Okay. Play the game. Alrighty. Well, let's see here. All we want to do is most likely. No, you can see the street from here is Stranger Desert. Okay. But what we need to do is call Amoto-san. About the key. Kurokawa Housing, Amoto speaking. Amoto-san, this is Nami Matsuda. Oh, hello Matsuda, how can I help you? Amoto-san, I was trying to open the door with one of the keys you gave me, but no key works. Do you think you could have given me the wrong key by chance? Wrong key? I don't think so. I keep each house's set of keys separate. Are you sure the door is not just stuck? Yeah, it's really locked. Strange. Maybe the previous tenant changed the lock and didn't say anything. Do you think you can contact him? No, it's fine. I'll get someone to go over and open the door for you. Although I may have to wait until Monday. Is it urgent? No, not really. I can wait. Thanks, Amoto-san. No problem. Call again if you need anything. Oh? It's getting late and you still have work to do. It seems you'll have to leave the unpacking for tomorrow. You get to your room. And totally not get murdered. Don't worry about it. It's already dark. You should turn on the light. Oop. Okay. You know, she said to do work or whatever. We checked that already, but I don't know if we do anything there. I guess we just go to sleep. End the day. You just go to sleep. Don't worry about it. Alright, that's one box down. And a lot more to go. And this room is still locked. You wonder if what Amoto-san said was true, if the previous tenant had changed the lock without saying anything. You also wonder if you left the key here somewhere. You did leave a lot of stuff behind. Well, if you want to check up on the previous tenant's stuff, it will be over here, I guess. Look through it? Sure. You don't find any keys. Don't find any keys. Just rifling through their stuff, don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't find anything. Don't find anything. Gotta be one of these, right? Oh. There are piles of books inside a closet. Looking closely, you notice one of them looks a slightly bit elevated. You lift the books one by one until you finally come across a metal key tucked away between two of those books. You obtain the metal key. Well, let's hope it's the right key, otherwise I have to wait until Monday. You're gonna do just that. It's getting dark already. How long was how long was I in there? Alrighty. Time flies, I guess. Getting late. Can I call someone? You don't need to call them. Okay. Unlock the door. It worked. Let's go in. Very dark. I guess we'll... Oh. I didn't mean to leave. I don't know where I was in relation to a light switch. Turn on light. Okay. Well, it's just a room. It's a simple vase. There's a window here, but it's all boarded up. Why is it like this? You tug at the boards, but they're firmly, albeit messily, pinned to the wall. You take a peek through the wooden boards. You can see the house next door from here, much like one of the windows in your bedroom. The difference, though, is that this one sits directly in front of another window. That house has a window after all. You try taking a look inside the other house, but it's pitch black inside. Maybe Honda-san was right and no one lives there after all. Don't worry about it. Well, I found the key to this room, but now I have to get rid of these boards. I should get a nail puller or something, although I don't think I own one. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Getting late. Go to sleep. Don't worry about it. Maybe I can find a way to pry those boards out today. Or should I just call Moto-san tomorrow? You find an actual professional for that. Save the game. Let's just keep saving forever. Can I ask the neighbor for help? Neighbor. Maybe I can ask Honda-san if she has a nail puller. Master-san, what brings you here? Can I ask you a favor? Of course. Do you happen to have a nail puller? A nail puller? I'm not quite sure. I have to look for it. May I ask why you need it? Well, there's this window in the house and I'll board it up. Board it up? Yeah, I found out yesterday. It was inside a locked room on the second floor. Yeah, that was a window. Did you know there's actually a window on the other house? I can see from the boarded up window. Is that so? I didn't know that. I think you were right. Doesn't look like anyone's lived there. All the years I've lived there, and not once did I see anyone come in or out of that house, so I just assumed. Oh look, it's getting late. Let me see if I can find that nail puller for you. Ah yes, it was a little hard to find, but here it is. Nail puller looks extremely old, it's covered in rust, and seems almost fragile. Will this do? Honda-san, are you sure you want to lend me this? I'm afraid I'll end up breaking it. It's quite alright, I insist. Nail puller looks like it'll break at the slightest force. You don't want to borrow something and end up breaking it. Take the rusty nail puller? Sure. Well, thank you, Honda-san. I'll bring it back as soon as I can. Take your time. Oh look, it's almost time for dinner. We'll have to talk again some other time, Matsuda-san. Yeah, thank you for your time. Any time, dear. What a nice neighbor. Anyway. Oh, Can't see anything. It's weird. I don't know. Who turned off the lights in there? Maybe I did? You know, I mean, it was mentioned, that it's a habit that she has to turn off the lights, whenever she leaves the room. So I think that's just what she does. Some junk in here. Futons and boxes are piled up with assorted knickknacks stacked inside the boxes. There isn't anything particularly worthy, but it makes you wonder why would the previous tenant leave so much behind. When you asked about him, Amuro-san only said that he had to leave because of an emergency, and the details were private. At the beginning, you thought, well, even better. He left behind a fully furnished home for you to rent, and I didn't question it at the time. However, you wonder if you should have been more suspicious. Did he leave because of something private, or was it something to do with the house? And most importantly, why did he never come back to get the stuff he left behind? I really need to stop second-guessing things. You spot something in the back of the closet. It's a wallet. You pick it up and look it over. You open it curiously, I'll be expecting it to be mostly empty. It's not. There's money, an associate card for some place you don't know, a few recipes, and there's also a handful of credit cards, an ID, a driver's license, all belonging to one Daisuke-san. Or Daisuke-san? Daisuke-san? Daisuke? Who is this guy? Is he the previous tenant? Why did he leave his wallet behind? I guess I'll call Amuro-san tomorrow and let him know I have this. Maybe you can contact the guy. I got wallet. The power of wallet. Why not? Why not just take the money? I guess it's not relatively. I guess it might not be a lot of money anyway. I mean, not worth it. Just to take a few bucks. How strange. You can see a faint glimmer inside the house next door. It looks like some kind of light. There's someone inside? The light looks very faint, though, and it flickers rapidly. Maybe it's just a reflection on the glass? No, it looks like it's coming from the inside. The light is gone. How strange. You have Honda-san's nail puller. Use it? Sure, why not? This doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. Although you don't know how much this old thing can take, you start pulling out the nails one by one. That's 2 down. You still have 2 more boards to remove. Miraculously, the nail puller still hasn't fallen apart, but it looks to be dangerously close to its breaking point. Still continue removing the boards? That seems like a warning, to be honest. Like, you shouldn't do this, but sure. Well, since I'm already here... Unsurprisingly, the nail puller breaks apart. At least you managed to remove all the boards. You have to make it up to Honda-san, though. Maybe you can buy a new one as a replacement. Just look through the window real quick. Nothing new, I guess. I mean, it makes me wonder if maybe you can get like a different item instead of the rusty nail puller. You can use like a different nail puller somehow. Call him tomorrow. Okay, guess we're not doing that. Well, is that it? I don't know if there's anything else I can do. I could let the neighbor know. No, maybe not. Maybe next time. Oop. Actually, any new email, by the way? Chiba? A little thing? Can you help me with this thing here? I appreciate it. Another attachment. Just people keep calling me or emailing me to do their work for them, basically. Well, we always have this scene where we go to sleep. Nothing happens, I feel like. Oh. Well, something happened that time. Alright, work's done. I get to other things now. Well, maybe we should call Amuro-san? Recalling Amuro speaking. Amuro-san, it's Nami Matsuda again. Oh yes, Matsuda-san. About that room. Yeah, that. I already found the key. Oh, really? Where? Inside the previous tenant's things. Oh, is that so? Yeah, I thought I'd let you know. I found something else, too. It's a wallet. A wallet? Yeah, it belongs to a guy named Daisuke-san, or Daisuke-sen. Does that name sound familiar to you? Yes. Well? Well, that's the previous tenant's name. You say you found his wallet. Yeah, why would he leave his wallet behind? Maybe he just forgot it. His entire wallet? With all the documents, credit cards, everything inside? Well, it can happen. You have a way for me to contact him? Then I'd like to give it back. I can pass it on to him if you want. I think I'd like to give it to him in person. Can't you give him his phone give me his phone number or something? I'm afraid not, and it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I'm not the one of his personal information. And who has it? Oh, it's another guy. The one that was in charge of his house before me. He was the one who dealt with Daisuke-san's contract. He tried to find a new tenant for the house after Sen left, but he just couldn't do it, so they passed it on to me. Well, can you try asking him then, please? I'll see what I can do. I'll call you later. Alright, thanks, Samoto-san. Yeah, Mom? Alright. Boop, 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 boop. You shouldn't bother Honda-san until you got her a new nail puller to make up for the one he broke. Probably go shopping for one. Should I go shopping for one right now? Should I go like right now? Sure. I'll just buy a new nail puller. You bought a brand new nail puller. Yeah. How about we just go to sleep? Why don't we just go to sleep with the nail puller? Oh, okay. Matsuda-san, did the nail puller work alright for you? It did, but it broke. Well, that thing was quite old. I'm surprised it lasted this long. I'm sorry for breaking it, Honda-san. I got you a new one to make up for it. Oh, you did? Oh dear, that wasn't necessary at all. We hadn't used that thing in ages. We really didn't need a new one. But what if you ever need one again? Quite frankly, neither me or my husband have the skills to use these kind of tools, no matter what he thinks. So please, keep it for yourself. You never know when it might be useful. Well, if you say so. Still, if you need it, please come and ask. Of course. Thank you again, Honda-san. Okay, well, we got a brand new nail puller, I guess. I wonder how that helps us. You know? I feel like this is some kind of setup for some kind of thing we need to do. I don't know. Well, I guess that's it. There's nothing else in here. I don't know why I went here, actually. I guess we just go back to sleep. If there's anything else we can do. I think that's it. Any new emails? From Aizawa-san again? It's just the same thing, so. Sweet dreams. I feel like I haven't done anything productive in ages. Maybe I should call Aizawa from work and see if there's anything for me. So she's just gonna scold me for trying to work during this vacation. Workaholic, I guess. And check the window, by the way. Anything new in there? Oh, it's open now. That window's open. Maybe there is someone living there after all. How strange. Oh, the phone's ringing. Is it Amoto-san? Hello? Matsudo-san, I got that contact information you asked for. You did? What is it? Well, I couldn't get hold of a phone number or anything, but I did get an email address. Anything will do, Amoto-san. Amoto-san tells you the address and you write it down. And that's it. Thank you, Amoto-san. Matsudo-san. Yeah? I had a talk with the other agent, the one that was in charge of this house before. He strongly advised me not to give this to you. Why? According to him, the previous tenant was a bit perturbed. I'm not quite sure what he meant by that, but please keep that in mind when you contact Sen, Matsuda-san. Don't worry about it, Amuro-san. Stay safe most of the time. Okay. Something's going on. Can't say hi to neighbor? I know you live in there. Open up. Okay, guess not. Any business with Hana-san? No, okay. I just like to check up on my neighbors. Let's see. I guess we can call. Well, we initially wanted to call Aizawa-san, right? We don't have an option for that, however. Guess not. So instead, I guess we're gonna email this email address. Contact Daisuke-san. How do you say Daisuke, right? Daisuke-san. I want to say Daisuke. That's different. You sit down to type an email to Daisuke-san. What should you ask about? Well, I guess we can ask normal things like, why did he leave? Hello, my name is Name, or I guess I might have pronounced that wrong. I said one Nami, but it's like Namie Matsuda. You don't know me, but I just moved to your old house. You sent the message. Great. You stand in front of your laptop, anxiously waiting for a reply, despite having no expectation of being answered on a wave at all. Oh, this is just making me antsy. I wish I had something to do. Boop. Oh, a new email? Yeah, it can't be him already. It is. You quickly open the message. Back of closet. Hidden door. Hidden door? Which closet? You type in the response quickly and wait for a few minutes, but there's no answer. What does that mean? Because that means I'm going to save the game. As the plot thickens, I guess. Let's look in the window, by the way. It's just open. Don't worry about it. That's all. Anyway. Sand mentioned a hidden door inside a closet. Look for it. You couldn't find it. Maybe this isn't the right closet. The right closet, I guess. I'll find a different closet. This one? Not this one. Not the bathroom, I guess. There was a hollow sound somewhere. It sounds like it came from behind the wood. You slide your hands across the wood until your fingers stumble upon some sort of indentation. It's a small square of wood separated from the rest of the bottom of the closet. You pull it open. There's a small cavity underneath, just big enough to fit a handful of things inside. You stick your hand in, grasping whatever's inside, and you pull out a small notebook. What is this? You flip it open on the first page. Okay. The house. Empty. One single window. No matter how much I knock, no one answers. No one has ever seen its occupants. But I saw a light inside yesterday. Just a reflection. The window was open today. I tried looking inside, but I couldn't see anything. Grabbed the flashlight to look inside. Nothing. It's completely pitch black. I found my own window open today. I'm pretty sure it was locked. I think I saw... The page is torn in half. Flipping it reveals that a handful of other pages have been completely torn out, and the rest are blank, all except for one. They don't really believe me, do they? They already found part of my research and had it confiscated for my own good, which is why I'm hiding this here, although I decided to keep what's left of my research inside the safe. What exactly is this? Is it talking about that window? And that house? And a safe? Is there a safe here somewhere? Apparently there's a safe here somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. Kawamoto-san, the previous tenant, is crazy. Apparently there's a safe somewhere. Is it in this toilet? A safe? I don't know where a safe would be. I don't know if the game... Oh, wait. A painting appears left behind, slightly tilted to the side. Remove it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's okay. You just gotta, like, check on that. There's a safe behind a painting. Is it the one mentioned in the notebook? You try to open it, but it seems to require a passcode. What's the passcode? What was that? The sound seems to come from the tatami room. How about we don't go in there, you know? How about we just don't go in there? There we go. Alright. Hello, Aloe, by the way. You know, just you're wandering around the house. Totally normal house. Totally not gonna get killed by a monster. Don't worry about it. Who opened this window? The window's open. Was it the wind? It's just the wind. Don't worry about it. It's just the wind that somehow blown this window apart. Don't worry about it. The other house's window is also open. Like that notebook said, you can't see a thing. It's pitch black inside. You close the window and lock it up tight. I'll figure out the safe thing tomorrow. I noticed something was knocked off the shelf, by the way. I didn't have a chance to look at that. Oh well. Just go to sleep. Don't worry about it. What's that supposed to be, by the way? I mean, obviously this is the light from the window, right? On us, I guess? But where's that coming from? I was wondering about that. I wasn't sure. You hear something. Footsteps? Is someone out there? What should you do? I'm gonna go lock the door. I'm just paranoid. Don't worry about it. You carefully lock the door and stand still, holding your breath. Is there really someone out there? What do they want? Also, she has a lock on the bedroom, by the way. Whatever it is, it's knocking right outside the door. Do people normally have locks in the bedrooms? I never really seen that, you know. You stay up the rest of the night, listening intently next to the door. The noises stopped eventually, but you only entertained the idea of going outside well after sunrise. Because of course, you know, the monsters don't like the the sunlight, supposedly. We're just making that assumption. Sen. That's all. Okay. The floor is covered with dirty footprints. Looking closely, the footprints don't look like they were made by a person. An animal, maybe. Making so many saves. How many save slots do I have? Seems like we have plenty, which is good. Because I like making a million saves. I don't know if it matters. The footprints come from here, and it looks like something entered through the window. But I locked it last night, didn't I? There's a strange black substance stuck to the lock. It looks like some kind of black spider web. You close the window again, wiping the substance away. Some weird, you know, goo monster. I should probably clean this up too. You know, just get rid of the evidence, by the way. You know, like, don't call the police or anything. Like, you know, don't worry about it. Just clean up and get rid of all the evidence that, you know, proves anything that happened here. Don't worry about it, I guess. Can I call Hamura-san? Furukawa Housing, Hamura speaking. Hamura-san, it's Masuda. Ah yes, how can I help you? Something happened yesterday. Yes? I think an animal got inside the house last night. I didn't see it, but today there were footprints all over the second floor. Okay, it's just an animal, don't worry about it. It's only an animal. That's all it was. An animal? Did it do anything? Not really. How did it get in? Through that window at the second floor, although I had it closed before I went to bed. That's odd. This area doesn't have any history of animals invading homes. Maybe it was a one-time incident. But just to be safe, be sure to lock up everything tonight, alright? Yeah. That doesn't really help, but I will. Did you really worry her about telling her about the animal? Yes. Hello? Hey, Mom. Namai, how? Oh, I can't speak. Good Because I initially said Nami before, but it's like I guess it's Namae, Namie, Namae. I don't know. Can't say it. Namae, Namae. Uh, Namie. Hi. How's the new house? It's fine. No, it isn't. What happened? It's just something happened last night. I think an animal got inside the house. An animal? What kind of animal? Are you okay? I'm fine. I don't know what it was. It was gone by morning. So you didn't see it? No, I was in bed already. Well, are you sure it wasn't a dream? No, I'm sure. The house is covered in dirty footprints. They came from an open window. I see. Well, maybe you should contact animal control and let them know there's a wild animal entering people's houses. I don't know if it got into other houses now. Or other mom. Maybe it was just an accident. Still, don't forget to lock your windows tonight. Be safe, Namie. 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 Oh no, I can't say that for some reason. Namie? Assuming it's a Japanese name. You know, Japanese has a very specific pronunciation system. So like it has to be Namie. Namie. Namie? 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 I feel like I'm saying it wrong though. Namie? Namie. Namie. We don't ask the neighbor for help, by the way. Honda-san, can you give me can I borrow a shotgun, please? I like to have a shotgun. You ever like a shotgun you're not using? Is some shotgun shells? No? Guess not. I guess that's not normal. Assuming we're in Japan. You know, it seems like, you know, very much, as I mentioned before, very Junji Ito inspired. So even the setting is like, I'm assuming Japan. So like, guns are not exactly something you would have in a household. I mean, not even in Canada, really, unless you're in a rural area and you're like a hunter. It's just an American thing. But anyway. I don't know if there's anything else I can do. There's that safe again, but I don't know what the passcode is. I have no idea what it is, though. How would you figure out the safe code, actually? I mean, you would ask Sen directly, right? But I don't know if Sen would give us that information, necessarily. Oh, boot up. Safe. A new message. Mathematics Volume 4. Point, spiral, helix, axis. Okay, hold on, let me write this down. This is a puzzle, I think. This is most likely a puzzle. Hold on. Math, Volume 4. Point, spiral, helix, axis. Wrote down my notepad. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's a clue. Let's see. Where's the books? I think it's over here. 1 to 5 fishing manual. Mathematics Volume 4. Is this what Sen meant? You pick up the book. It's marked on a specific page. It's a chapter about spirals. That's so on the nose, by the way. Spirals, if you didn't know, you know, in Japanese, can be translated to uzumaki, and uzumaki is one of the most famous, like, of Junji Ito's, like, manga. You know? Anyway, let's see. Curve on the plane that winds around the fixed center point. Continuous increasing or decreasing distance from the point. Okay. Three-dimensional curve. Okay, now this is just like blah 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 blah. A helix. Three-dimensional spiral may be described most easily using polar coordinates, where the radius. 3D spirals, a third variable. This also can use monadic function. Blah blah blah. Helix, vortex, spiral. 3D spirals. Okay, that's a lot. But I'm assuming. Are we just counting? You know, let me see. So how many points do we have? I gotta do this one at a time. It's too much to keep track of. But I mean, these were underlined, so like point. So 2, 1, 2. 2944. Let's try that. There you go. Okay, I kept miscounting spiral for some reason. I couldn't get the right number for spiral. And it does include the plural form, but that's also something I was wondering as well, because there's spiral and there's spirals with an S. I wasn't sure you're supposed to count that as well. But I kept miscounting. But anyway, the actual puzzle itself is supposed to be very simple. You just count how many times the word shows up. But like, for some reason, I kept miscounting it. I swear, I'm used to using Control F. I'm not looking through like an entire document. It's like my eyes just glaze over. Anyway, you open the safe. There isn't much inside except for a few scattered papers. You pick up a few that have been clipped together. They're newspaper clippings. It's a small article, the kind that sits nowhere near the front page. It's about a missing child, thought to have run away from home. Okay. According to the article, the parents went to check on their son that night only to find him missing from his bedroom, with only the bedroom window left open. The parents insisted there was no reason for their son to run away, but authorities found no forced entry or struggle to signify an abduction. A missing child? This article is from nearly 10 years ago. You pick up the next article in the pile. Missing child, runaway, or abduction? It's another article about the missing boy. The one goes into detail about the investigation, how there were no signs of either abduction or the boy running away. The next article you pick up is distinctively bigger than the previous ones. Couple goes missing inside their own home. You read over the article. It's about the same couple with the missing child, except this time they were the ones who went missing. After not hearing from them for days, a relative went to check on the couple only to find no one home. When the authorities went to investigate, however, they found that the house had been locked from the inside. The only thing open was the window of their missing son's room on the second floor. There's a picture of the house with the article, but looking at it only confirmed your suspicion. It was the house you're in right now. Of course. You check the day of the article. It was written just a few weeks after the first missing child one. You take a look at the other articles, they all seem to be about the missing couple or the child. Last one, however, is a small article about the Furukawa Housing acquiring this house 4 years after the incident. According to the article, no one wanted to move in after it happened, so it was sold at a considerably smaller price. That explains why it was so cheap. At the bottom of the newspaper clippings pile, there is a handwritten note. Previous tenant disappeared without paying rent. Thought to be some kind of schemer or con artist. There's another pile of papers inside the safe. You put the newspaper clippings back and grab the other pile. Also left me a message today that she wanted to stop by the house to say goodbye before she moved away, but couldn't answer at the time. I should have told her to stay away. When I got home, no one was there, but her shoes by the entrance and her bag was on the table. That window was open too. No, Aiko. Aiko left me a message today. I read that weird. But Aiko left me a message today that she wanted to stop by the house to say goodbye. Right. I wanted someone to say goodbye before she moved away. Huh. Okay, so I guess the previous tenant, were they living with someone, maybe? I'm assuming. But she was moving away? I think it took her. I can't tell this to anyone. They'll think I did something. It's true that I wasn't the best boyfriend, which is why she broke up with me in the first place. But we still had a lot of respect for each other, and I wish her the best at her new job, I swear. I could never do anything to her. She hadn't believed me when I told her about that thing, but still, I should have stopped her from ever stepping foot back in this house. And now she's gone. I took her over there. I've blocked the window now because it seems locking the room didn't do anything, and tomorrow I'm getting the hell out and never coming back. I'll try to warn the agent who rented me this place, but I doubt he'll listen. Okay. So yeah, that's the previous tenant. Apparently they broke up with their girlfriend, I'm assuming. And, they learned about this thing that, I guess, killed her or killed his ex-boyfriend, or I'm mixing up the names. This window monster that killed his ex-girlfriend, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway. What does he mean it took her? You read the notes again and then one more time, trying to make sense of everything. It's hard to make sense of it in a way that doesn't involve a wild, outlandish theories. Like, like a monster. You decide to put it away for the night. Maybe you can look over it tomorrow. Don't worry about it. This thing, that monster thing that kills people through windows, the supposed window that you opened up. The window's open again. Same dark substance stuck to the lock. There are no footprints inside, however. The other window's open as well. Time to get a shotgun. Oh. Hey, what's up? What the hell? What is this? I need to run. Bye-bye. Bye. On your haste to leave the house, you end up tripping on the sidewalk. You fell down to the ground, hitting your head against the pavement. You feel your consciousness fading away. Matsuda-san? 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 Matsuda-san, are you alright? What? What are you doing out here? You're bleeding. Hey, don't rush yourself. Are you alright? What happened? I don't know. Come now, we can talk inside. Let's get that wound taken care of. There, that should do it. Thank you, Honda-san. Matsuda-san, what happened? Why are you laying on the street like that? I tripped. You tripped? Yeah. I was running and then I tripped. Why are you running? There was something inside the house. Something. Your head feels fuzzy. You have an idea what happened that made you run out of the house, but you're probably remembering it wrong. That blow to your head must have gotten things mixed up. There's no way like a weird, skinless flesh monster, or I guess flesh monster doesn't make sense. I guess skinless meat monster, rather, that's missing flesh, chased you away. Don't worry about it. That didn't happen. There's no way you saw what you think you saw. I think it was an animal? I'm not sure. My head doesn't feel quite clear. That looked like it was a nasty blow. Are you sure you don't want to go to the hospital? No, I'm fine, really. It wasn't that bad. I still think you should go. Things like this shouldn't be played with. I'll just go tomorrow, if I feel anything else. I'll be fine, Honda-san. If you say so. Still, I insist you stay here for the night. Head wounds are no trivial matter. It's good to have someone watching over you. Honda-san, I don't want to impose. I insist. I can't in all good conscience send you home alone like this. You want to argue that's unnecessary, but you feel fine. But at this point, you're too tired to argue. Thank you, Honda-san. Matsu-san, are you going already? Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to get that checked out? Or maybe even stay a little while longer? No, I should go. Truth be told, you don't really feel like going back home. But you don't want to overstay your welcome here either. It's more important to be polite than it is to live. Who cares about living when you're impolite in Japanese society? It's worse than dying. You don't want to trouble Honda-san any further. Thanks for everything, Honda-san. How about we just leave? We just go somewhere else. Not in here. You stop in front of the door. Your mind rushes back to the events of yesterday, or as much as you can remember, and you hesitate. There's no way you really saw that thing. Your head is just confused because of the blow it took, It's copium. You're just coping really hard right now. Right? So, why'd you run out of the house yesterday? Open the door. I'm gonna freaking beat you up with my fists. I kicked the door down. I used my kung fu to beat up the monster. No, okay, I guess not. The house is covered in dirty footprints, all over the place. There's a sticky dark substance going all the way from the door handle to the table in the next door. Or next to the door, rather. It's the nail puller you bought. You should figure out where you put it eventually. Oh. You try pulling it off, but it seems firmly stuck to the wood. It's sturdy enough that it doesn't rip when you try to tear it in half. Meanwhile, there's something else you need to check. There are footprints leading here. Your personal socket was moved. You take a look inside. You can't be sure of it, but it seems like there are a couple of things missing. Well, it's identity theft. Turns out they were stealing your identity, stealing your ID. No, it'll just worry her. And then she'll tell your dad and him with his heart condition, you can probably start this on your own. No, we'll just simply kill the monster on ourselves. We'll simply slay the beast. All by ourselves. That's all. Still need to unpack those. The window is open. The footprints both come from and go to here. Yesterday, it couldn't possibly be true, right? Look at all these, this black substance all over the place. It's not real. That creature. The rational part of your brain wants to deny it and chalk it up to that blow to your head. However, the other part of your brain, the one that can't help entertaining the idea of superstition, the supernatural and the unknown, says that what happened was very much real and very much a threat. You decide to entertain that part of your brain. So far, you only know a handful of things about this thing, but nothing concrete enough for you to make an objective assertion about what it is. Speculation won't lead you anywhere, though. What you should do right now is go over the facts and make sure to focus on the ones that are most important. Well, it only comes through the window, basically. Although you can't fathom why, it seems the thing only comes through the specific window. Daisuke Sen seems to have thought so too, as this was the only window boarded up and the only room locked. Locking the window itself didn't do him any good, though. It managed to unlock it from the outside somehow. Maybe that dark substance you found to lock has something to do with it. It didn't go after you before. That's true. The thing came inside your house at least once before yesterday. It's had plenty of chances of coming after you before, so why didn't it? Was it toying of you? Was it sniffing out the food? Was it one of you as I'm taking you somewhere, probably inside the house, if sentence to be believed? Would it come back again today? Would it try to take you again today? Because if it does, I need to leave. Well, it didn't chase you out of the house. For some reason, it didn't pursue you when you went outside. It tripped and you were knocked out, and now time to drag you back inside. Did it stop because it wanted to, or was it because it couldn't go outside? Was it just another way of messing you like it seemed to be doing before? Would leaving the house actually help? And finally, when it comes to that, that's what I was wondering as well. I wasn't sure if it came out at night or not. I guess it seems like it does. So far, that thing has only manifested itself at night. During the day, that house's window remains firmly closed. Though you also need to take into account the possibility that timing might have been just a coincidence, so you can't be 100% sure it won't come during the day. Still, it's better than nothing. Well, time to take a midnight shift, by the way. Time to take a job where you only are out of the house during the night. Anyway, no, it turns out you don't know much, do you? The feeling of threat, though, feels very much real. No matter how many ways you try to spin it, your gut tells you that staying in this house will be a very bad idea. You feel defeated. What was supposed to be a lucky break turned out to be a nightmare. Although despite feeling reluctant to leave the house over something so unsubstantial, so out there, you have this feeling that it's better to leave now before something bad actually happens. You should pack up the bare minimum at least before nightfall, though you feel a bit uneasy walking around the house so empty-handed, considering what might be coming. Save the game. Nothing. She at least close the window? I guess it doesn't matter, but at least do something. An old memory pops into your head. It's of your dad and his peculiar way of getting rid of bugs and other insects back at home. Because you live in the countryside, some large insects often found their way into your home, and so your dad, with his unconditional hatred of all sorts of creepy crawlies, also found a very unconventional way of dealing with them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Flamethrower? I wonder if I can use his deodorant spray like he did. He would essentially make a homemade flamethrower with aerosol spray and lighter somehow, and he would always manage to keep from burning the house down. He even taught you how to make one. before your mother completely forbade him from using it inside the house, and especially in front of you. Well, you're obviously not dealing with a bug here, but it's not like you have any other weapons inside the house, aside from maybe a regular knife. So you take the deodorant spray? Sure, why not? Let's just burn it. Just burn everything down. Burn it all down. Everyone dies today. Oh, we still have that prompt for some reason. How strange. Yeah, we don't have a proper knife, by the way. She mentioned a knife, but we don't even have a knife in the first place. Amuro-san. You shouldn't bother Amuro-san with this. Honda-san, help me? Give me a shotgun? No? Okay. I really want that shotgun. Should you start packing now? Yes. Well, this is it. You should be quick as possible and pack only the absolute minimum. And then, once you're out of the house, you can figure out where to go. Some clothes, documents, and not a lot else. It's probably enough, though. You've already spent enough time packing as it is. It's getting dark already. Time to go. Save the game. Nah, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'll go to sleep. You know, just die, you know. Anything else from... No? Nothing? Your pillow's on the floor, dirty and ripped. Not my pillow! How dare you? That's the last straw. Anything there? No, okay. Oh. This wasn't here before. You tried clawing at the dark substance, but it refuses to give way. Of course. But if this is here, then that means... it's already here! Weird, like... you know, fleshy meat creature. You're standing right between that creature and the way out. However, with the door being blocked by that dark substance, it's more like you're cornered at a dead end. The creature stands in front of you, fingers stretched out, a mouth stuck somewhere between a grin and a snarl, showing rows of pointy teeth. It doesn't seem to be in a hurry to do anything, but it's steadily coming closer and closer to you. You don't know what it wants, but a malicious intent is unmistakable in its eyes. What should I do? We can use the lighter, we can use the nail puller, or we can try to escape. I guess... I don't know, let's use the flamethrower. Burn it! You don't have any way of getting out through here, so your only hope is running away. That thing's blocking the way, however. You suddenly remember you have both the deodorant and the lighter with you. Maybe you can use it. You tried getting the spray and the lighter into position as fast as you could, but you weren't fast enough. Oh, damn it. Okay. Just like some monster ASMR. Just growling in your ear. Good. Alright, well, obviously that didn't work. What should I do? Let's try... Well, let's see. I don't know if it's gonna be a different ending, but... well, let's try to escape? You don't have any way to getting through out here, so your only hope is running away. That thing's blocking the way, however. You have no other choice. You have to escape somehow. Let's go. Okay. You shut the door behind you and lock it quickly. Even the locked door between you and the creature, you don't feel safe at all. Thinking back, that thing did manage to unlock the window from the outside. What if it can unlock doors too? I need to do something. It's the phone. The phone's dead. Nani? We can get through here? Try to open the door, but it's stuck. Damn it. Wait. You still remember you have to light a deodorant spray. Maybe you can... Here you go. Press A to light fire. Shh. It took a while, but the creature eventually succumbed to the flames. You stood there shocked, watching it start to thrashing around violently, smashing into the furniture. Once you realized what was happening, you tried backing away, but your feet got caught in something. You fell down. You tried backing away, but... Oops. Despite being on fire, the creature held onto your ankle tightly, refusing to let go. Eventually, it wasn't the only thing that was on fire. Oh. Burning alive is one of the worst ways to go. Oh, alright. So I guess it wasn't a good idea to, use a flamethrower inside the house. But there you go. I got some credits. I imagine that's not the only way to handle that encounter. I guess we'll see. Alright. What if we use a nail puller? We never actually used this one yet. So, what if we use our brand new nail puller? You don't have any way of getting out through here, so you don't hope it's running away. It's blocking away, however. Your eyes quickly drift to the table next to you where you kept that nail puller you bought for Honda-san. Yeah, take that. You managed to knock the thing to the side, making a way for you to escape. You don't know where to go, but you know you have to create some distance between you and it. Okay, so this kind of just allows you to create some space. What if you go here? You stay away from this window. Okay, never mind. I thought it was gonna be like a thing where we Ow, I'm stuck. Help. Okay, I just died. Never mind. Interesting. So what if I use the fire on this, like this? There you go, okay. So you activate the flamethrower, and then you don't use it on the monster, you use it on the door. You spray fire into the substance stuck to the door. Surprisingly, and thankfully, it's quick to combust. Once it's out of the way, you push the door open and stumble outside. The creature doesn't follow you outside. You lay on the sidewalk, unmovingly staring at the house that's slowly going up in flames. The neighbors eventually start stepping outside to see what's going on. Honda-san comes rushing over to your side in worry. You vaguely know that someone must have called the fire department after they start showing up to put out the flames. And we survived. It's no surprise when they take you for questioning, considering how you were essentially holding a makeshift flamethrower in your hands. You know, you're just a crazy arsonist. You tell them about that thing that got inside your house. How you thought it was an ammo at first, but in reality you have no idea what it was. They ask you about the wound in your head, they question how severe it was. Honda-san tells them that she doesn't know as you refuse to go to the hospital. Both your mother and Omura-san confirm that you talked about this animal before though, so the police becomes less inclined to think that you made it up. In the end, you get charged with reckless behavior for nearly setting the house and the rest of the neighborhood on fire, and Furukawa Housing ends up nullifying your contract to the house. That's okay though. You're never setting foot back in there anyway. Alright. I mean, I feel like that's kind of like, this is like the best ending. Daisuke-san, you are right. Or Daisuke? Daisuke. There you go. Hey, we lived at least. And hopefully we didn't get charged too much for like, setting the house on fire and everything. There you go. Let's See, so that's like kind of like two endings in a way. So the ending where you use the flamethrower to kill the monster, use a flamethrower on the door. Supposedly, there's also an ending that it's like slightly different where. Oh, what was this? Let's see. Honestly, what the hell is with this house? It's the second tenant already. Hello, is anyone in there? There's no record of anyone living here. Or better, there's no record at all of anything. How's this house still here? Hello? So I guess they wouldn't mind if I... Huh? What the hell? It just leads to nothing. It's a fake door. Maybe Matsudo's right. I don't think I want to know what's inside. Okay. I guess Omura was like upset, that somehow this house somehow was related to, the previous tenant missing, right, and everything. So he went to investigate, but it just turns out it's a weird monster dimensional house that like that's not a real house. But there you go. All right. And this is when she starts to think about it. Maybe this matters. Okay. So this might matter. The order I choose these options that might affect the ending. Let's see. Because I always chose the second option first because I wasn't sure about the first option. Let's choose the first option this time. It only comes out at night. So far, the only thing only manifests itself at night. During the day, the house's windows remain firmly closed. Although you also take into account the possibility that the timing might have just been a coincidence, so you can't be 100% sure it won't come during the day. Still, it's better than nothing. Okay. Well, this seems to be the same choices. This is different. Maybe you can hide somewhere and wait for it to show up. Despite feeling unsure of anything, something tells you that confronting it directly would be a bad idea. Maybe you can also use something to collect some proper evidence. Okay, here we go. Okay, save the game. Alright. This could be a good place to hide and wait for it to show up. But would it be a really good idea to hide here barehanded? Sure, why not? What's the worst that can happen? You step inside a closet. It's cramped, but there's enough space for one person inside. You leave the door open slightly ajar, just enough for you to peek through the gap. You can see the sunlight fading away little by little as you wait anxiously. This is the smart thing to do. Just hide in a closet as the monster, roams around your house. Don't worry about it. He's here. What you saw yesterday was true after all, and it's back. The creature suddenly throws the closet door open and grabs you by the ankle. Oh. Does it have like a breathing problem? You didn't get your lungs checked out by a doctor. Is that it, or? Oh. This could be a good place to hide for sure. Would it be good to hide here barehanded? What? That's weird. Oh, there you go. That's kind of strange. Weird glitch there. I'm not sure why that happened. Anyway. The scene didn't seem to progress for some reason, but then it did. Your head throbs. You open your eyes, but your vision is blurry. You feel light. You're being carried. When your vision goes back into focus, you find yourself staring at the window. Your window. You look down, you notice you're in the gap between the two houses. You look at who's carrying you, and once your mind registers that the creature is carrying you into the other house, you frankly try to grasp anything you can find. Your hands grasp at the windowsill and hold it tightly, effectively halting your progress into the house. You can feel the thing pulling your legs, trying to tug you inside. You desperately kick out, trying to free yourself from the creature's grip. When you start to feel it loosening, you tighten your hold on the windowsill and pull yourself out as hard as you can. You're halfway out the window when you're suddenly pulled back in. Now you become one with the house. Alright, there you go. So that's kind of like a bad ending. Alright. So let's do this again. Apparently you gotta find evidence of the monster though. So I guess we should get this, maybe? Take the camera. I obtained the camera. Wow. What you saw yesterday was true after all, and it's back. Creature suddenly throws the closed open and grabs you by the ankle. On impulse, you flash the camera right on the creature's face. Ah! The creature stumbles back, dazed by the flash, allowing you to kick it aside and out of the way. You know, like the solar flare from Dragon Ball Z. I need to get out of here. You feel like you've made a mistake. You should have gone out of the house when you had the chance. There's no time to dwell on that, though. You need to go. Run away. Ah. Oh no, it's blocked. What? What did it? Read Omuro-san's instructions? No. It's the owner spray? Yep. Oh, come on. It always goes back to the flamethrower, I guess. And, oh, wrong way. And burn. You spray the fire and the substance stuck to the door. Surprisingly and thankfully, it's quick to combust. Once out of the way, you push the door open and stumble outside. The creature doesn't follow you outside. You lay on the sidewalk, unmovingly staring at the house, they're slowly going up in flames. Neighbors eventually start stepping outside to see what's going on. On the side comes rushing over to your side in worry. You vaguely note that someone must have called the fire department after you start showing up to put out the flames. It's no surprise when they take you in for questioning, so you were essentially holding a makeshift flamethrower in your hands. You tell them about the thing that got inside your house, how you thought it was an ammo at first, but in reality you have no idea what it was. They ask you about the wound in your head. Anna then tells them that she doesn't know you from the hospital. They start questioning your medical history then, and your stress-related episodes come to light. It gets worse when they found out that even when on medical leave from work, you were still doing work-related favors for coworkers. According to them, you might have just thought up the whole thing, which you found ridiculous. Having a breakdown is one thing, but hallucinating a monster coming to get you from a house next door. Actually, you're painfully aware how absurd that sounded. This is why you end up agreeing to those mandatory therapy sessions to monitor your mental health. As long as it got you away from the house. Okay. So that's the ending where, I guess, you choose to not tell them about the creature when you were given the chance, I guess. You choose not to tell Mora and your mother about the supposed animal. So they think you're just crazy because you didn't let them know beforehand. There you go. You couldn't help returning 3 months later, though. You stand on the sidewalk gazing up at your former house. The fire did quite the damage to your house, but it seems like it was already been renovated, and it wouldn't take long until it was ready to be rented again. You only lived there for a week, so you don't have many memories inside it, and truth be told, you started to doubt the ones you do have. Looking back, it seems so ludicrous to think that you set the house on fire because you thought you were being chased by some kind of nightmarish creature from next door. It totally never happened. You almost feel embarrassed by it. Still, you can't help yourself. You peek between the two houses, trying to catch a glimpse of the other house's window. The wall blocking off the passage makes it difficult, but you somehow manage. There it is. The house's only window. You won't deny that it's strange, but enough to think a creature will come out of it to do what? Kidnap you? Honestly. Huh? Nani? Turns out, it did happen. Okay. So that's it. Okay, so that's technically, I think, still a bit of a good ending. I mean, you still live. People think you're a little bit crazy, but that's kind of it. You still have to find a new place to live, but at least you're not murdered by the weird house monster. There you go. I think that's all the endings you can get. There might be some variations, but I think that's basically all the outcomes that can happen. Basically you die to the monster, or you use the flamethrower to escape. And there's a variation on that depending on whether or not you tell other people about the supposed creature before that happens. But there you go. I think that's the game from Next Door. Pretty good. I like it. I like the art style. Definitely very Junji Ito. I think he was inspired by a very specific story as well, with a similar name, as far as I remember. But yeah, I mean, the monster looks, gross. I guess it's definitely very Junji Ito. And yeah, I mean, I like it has a bit of a build up to it. It's kind of slow, but I kind of like it. It depends, right? Sometimes I always complain about how sometimes horror games, or like just general like visual novels or narratives, story games or whatever, they tend to be kind of too slow. The pacing is like very, very slow and everything. But this one had a good like creeping feeling to it. There's like subtle hints here and there about the actual monster, so it built up a lot of tension basically. So it was really good at doing that. And it's interesting how there's different like branching paths as well. It only leads to like very slightly different outcomes, but it is interesting. The decisions that you can make does affect the ending, which is pretty cool. Very subtle though. I didn't realize there wasn't, as far as I know, there wasn't like a easily accessible walkthrough. So it was actually kind of difficult to figure out what exactly affected what. But it's still it's kind of interesting in hindsight. How like it isn't just simply a small choice at the very end. Actually, it is affected by the little things that you do as you go through the story. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, not much to say. It's just like a good quality, kind of like a horror RPG Maker game. Pretty good. I like the skip function. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes I complain about that actually, about how like RPG Maker games don't allow you to skip dialogue. This one does allow you to skip dialogue. So that's great. So it makes it a lot easier to go back and replay it. And of course, the saves that you can make as well. There's like the game is segmented into like specific days, so like it's easy to understand which checkpoint you need to go back to. There you go. I mean, the only thing I got stuck on was the puzzle, but I think it's mostly it's a skill issue. I didn't have a problem with actually like figuring out the puzzle. It was just like counting the words on like I don't know why, but like a text on like a piece of document, like I don't know, like a pale green background. It was just really hard on my eyes for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. But I don't know, for some reason that it took me a while to figure out the save code. Yeah, not because it was like hard necessarily. It's just the like on the practical level, it was difficult for my eyes to stay focused on the text. I don't know, it's just a small thing really. Other than that, very a good well-built RPG Maker horror game. Yeah. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just reminded of definitely the art looks good. The sprite art in particular. I like the main character. How like it's very it looks like a manga basically. That's what it reminds me of, right? The style looks like a manga a little bit. So that's what I like about it. I'm such a weeb, but like it's very anime. So that's why I like it. And yeah, I mean, it's just very solid. So not much else to say. It's just pretty good, It stands on its own, like a quaint little story. It's again very Junji Ito, because a lot of Junji Ito manga is like just like short little stories. It's like the origin of like creepypastas in a way, right? Just like short little story, beginning, middle, end. There's a monster at the end, and then that's it, right? And it ends there. And I like it, I like how it's like it just kind of wraps itself up. It's kind of like it reminds me of SCP, right? SCP stories or whatever is the idea. So the monster itself is like an SCP, right? And it's like there's an aura of mystery behind it as well, because it's left open-ended. You don't win against the monster. That's not how it works in like Junji Ito stories. Usually the monster is just like a reoccurring thing, kind of like H.P. Lovecraft as well. Like eldritch abominations. They just kind of like they're just there. They're like a force of nature in the story. You don't necessarily beat them. You survive. You escape from them, but you don't necessarily like win against them. That's how I interpret the story anyway, and I like that. I like that kind of tone anyway. It's kind of like this horror thing that is not supposed to be understood. At least the protagonist tries to understand but it's not necessarily something you're supposed to understand. It's like that mystery that I like. But anyway, but there you go. I guess that's it for From Next Door. I guess if you want to see more content, then don't forget to click on that subscribe button. Also check out other playthroughs on my channel. I also stream these games live, if you didn't know. So if you get notified when I go live, you can change your notification settings from personalized to all when you subscribe as well. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.